Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. That's how Russ has always been, DA, a high motor player who leaves it all out on the floor. And both these teams very aggressive. Looking at early offense. Transition defense, I think, would be critical. What do you think?
Up-tempo basketball, Kevin. Up-tempo basketball. Right now, the pace. How do you control the pace? You got it.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Shot to stop the run, and DJ throws it down.
Look at the energy of DJ. Watching him sky high for the slam. He's just...
He intended to leave for the Lakers when the contract ran out. You knew what was coming. Even as a rental possibility, the suitors lined up.
Here's Roberson. Got a hand on it.
DJ is solid at knowing when to leap up for the block shots. Got to be careful with shooting when he's around.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Kicks it to Dunn. Feeds it to DJ. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his third rebound tonight. Belton inside the three-point line. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation to Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
In the corner, Valentine with it. He dishes it to Dunn. Holiday with the three. And the foul called on DJ. And that'll be his third foul so far.
He just recorded his third foul at half. Coach has to consider resting him until the third quarter.
So for the Bulls, Bobby Portis is checked in for Markkanen. Wells comes in for Justin Holiday. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Dunn. And then for Oklahoma City, Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Grant. Brewer comes in for Roberson. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Raymond Felton.
He's been off target for the most part, but it hasn't held them back as a unit.
There's the pick. Here's Valentine. Basket good. Valentine's got 4 this quarter.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
And Adams kicks to Brewer. The shot, no good. Nice D from LaVine. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
And this is why defensively you can't afford to let LaVine get to the rim. Too much explosiveness.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. The Bulls making a switch here. Vonleh's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Patterson's checked in. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Anthony kicks to George. Pass to Westbrook, beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's Levine. He's coming off a 13-point game against Atlanta. Over Westbrook. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. So Chicago ends up going with a new group. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Anthony comes in for Grant. Corey Brewer's checked in for George. And it's Felton in for Roberson. They've got DJ. Wells is out there with Grant. Then there's Vonleh. And it's Portis in at the center filling out the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Grant outside. And again, Chicago, no good. Greg, when you think about the franchises in the league that have sustained success, who are always competitive, Oklahoma City should be right there at the top.
I mean, just look at the records for the Thunder, and their success really does speak for itself. 8 straight seasons of 500 or better basketball. Only the Spurs and Rockets can also make that claim.
And there's the pass to Portis. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Oklahoma City leading by 14. Westbrook dishes to Felton. Back to Westbrook. Some solid defense from Grant.
Not a very consistent quarter for him in terms of the shooting.
Pass to Portis. Dishes it to Vonleh. Wells with it. Guarded now by Patrick Patterson. Excellent use of the screen that time. Wells has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the IQ of Wells. Working well off the screen, getting in prime position to score.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Count the basket.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, you're up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
Levine's checked in for Chicago. And Chris, you had to deal with different injuries during your playing career. Some guys get bit by the injury bug and some others avoid it their whole career. Do you think that staying healthy, Chris, is a skill or is it just luck of the draw?
Man, that's a great question, Kevin. I really can't answer that when you look at a guy like Jordan and seeing him only hurt his ankle one time. Or,
right.
You know, I do think when you take care of your body and you prepare that you can definitely stave off injuries. But at the same time, I think it's the luck of the draw. If you were a guy like myself and you're rebounding in the paint and there are a lot of feet under you, you're going to come down on someone's ankle and twist your ankle. We've seen a lot of non-physical injuries, a lot of injuries that just seem to happen out of nowhere. When you look at George's injury with the Olympics that time, or you look at a guy like Steph Curry with his ankle injuries that he had back in the day. So I really can't answer that. That's a great question. It's like what comes first, the chicken or the egg? But I would just say this, no matter how hard you work, it takes a little bit of luck to be successful. I think we always say that. So I would lean on more so the side of luck than necessarily being prepared and not having an injury.
Good answer.
And really the past few seasons, the Thunder have just been a dominant team on the glass. They do a great job of limiting second chance points, and they get a lot of extra possessions with their own offensive rebounding.
Wells kicks to Levine. There's the pick. There's the 3. Hands it from downtown. Levine's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Chicago grabs the miss. You look over the roster of the Thunder, and it's easy to see why they're such a great rebounding team. 1 through 5 can come up with 10 boards on any given night.
And those rebounding totals usually translate to wins for this team. But very rarely do they lose a game when they're having their way on the glass. The goal at the end of the night is to play the bully in and around that painted area.
Levine, a screen on Anthony. Vonleh kicks to Wells. DJ sets the screen for Wells. And it's Chicago scoring again.
He's feeling it this half. Total turnaround after a rough first half.
The Thunder leading by 9. Outside Anthony. Shoots the 3. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 6 assists in the game.
He's definitely been a different player this second half. He's shooting lights out now. Much different after a tough first half.
DJ kicks to Levine. Second shot opportunity, and he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
The Bulls have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game. Justin Holiday's checked in for Vonleh. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. George is checked in for Brewer. And Chris, you played during an era against a team that many consider the greatest of all time, that 96 Chicago Bulls team with Jordan and Pippen and a great roster. Just thinking back to that team during that second three-peat, what was it like when you were going up against that Bulls team?
So tough to play against that team. Jordan, arguably the best player that's ever, laced them up. And Pippen was so tough offensively and rebounding. Rodman as well on the boards. And then you had guys in a system that was, just really too much. It's hard to say. Of course, in my opinion, having played against them, they're the best team of all time. But Bill Russell once told me,
For Chicago, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. So the Thunder 5 right now. Westbrook and George, the talented backcourt. Grant is out there with Steven Adams. And it's Anthony in at the 3. Here's Kilpatrick, defended by George. And it's Kilpatrick missing.
Not easy to miss a clean look inside like that, but he manages to do it.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And when you watch Russell Westbrook play, he's one of the most competitive players in the NBA.
And with the way he attacks the rim and plays with just no abandon, I mean, this guy is no joke. Absolutely wills himself and his team to just do things that few others can, and relentless from the first quarter to the last whistle.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Anthony. And Corey Brewer's subbed in for George. Lopez sets a screen for Grant. Goes back up, and DJ with a layup.
Oh, DJ going to work on the offensive glass, using his athleticism to hunt down second chance opportunities.
Westbrook kicks to Brewer. Back to Westbrook. Screen by Adams. Patterson a screen on Grant. The dish to Patterson. Down low. And Adams kicks to Patterson. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage.
Westbrook. Screen by Adams. Shot off the screen. Westbrook, no good. DJ with it. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, when DJ is on the attack, watch out. Sometimes all you can do is whack him and hope he misses it. Terrific speed.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Free throw good, DJ. He's off on the second.
Well, I like the attitude of DJ. He's a quiet player who makes his presence felt on both ends of the court.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win.
Crazy how fast they turn on you, huh?
That's how it goes, Jug.
Hey, man, they gonna love us again. We just got to get that W next time.
They better.
And you played a great game. Keep your head up.